In today's video, I want us to talk about the following 5 tips coming from self-made millionaires who are saying if you want to build wealth, these are the 5 things that you should be aware of. I'm reading from an article released by Forbes. Forbes released this article and it has that. So I will be going through that. It's a very interesting article, a very interesting article. In this same article, Forbes, they are saying building wealth from nothing might feel like you will be doing the impossible, but there are countless of self-millionaires who have proven that it can be done. It takes hard work, resilience, smart strategies, discipline, but the hard work pays off. Now, I want to repeat this part. They are saying that building wealth from nothing might feel like you will be doing the impossible, but there are countless of self-millionaires who have proven that it can be done. It takes hard work, resilient, smart strategies, and discipline, but hard work pays off. You want us to take this journey, do you? Let's start with strategy number 5. What most millionaires deem it as the most important thing. They are saying build a network and seek mentors. That's number 5. They are saying successful people understand the value of relationships and mentorship. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth. Learn from mentors who have already achieved the goals you set out to achieve. Right? They said that of Oprah Winfrey often credit much of her success to the mentors who helped her guide her career along the way. You see the issue of mentors. I don't know, as black people, specifically in South Africa, what is the culture of mentors? There are a lot of things that we get taught, but we don't want to hear them. You know, some people will say, keep your enemies closer. Keep your word closer and your enemies even way closer. A lot of people have misunderstood the context there. Now people are talking about witchcraft but sometimes we listen to people who are not even in the journey of becoming a millionaire. They are done with their lives. So sometimes we listen to such people. Maybe that's the reason why sometimes we get confused. Then number 4. Most millionaires are saying focus on multiple income streams, right? Focus on creating multiple streams of income. That's number 4. They are saying, most millionaires are saying it's risky to rely on one source of income to build your wealth. Millionaires diversify and scale their business to grow wealth over time. Create multiple streams of income, such as investing in stocks, bonds, investing in real estate, selling online product. Any money you make will be reinvested to grow your wealth. Focus on building scalable systems rather than trading time for money. Trading time for money, guys, it means that there are a lot of people who are happy to go to work, come back. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about increase, they are probably talking about 500 that will be added, 1,000 that will be added. Those majority of them who are lucky, it's 2,000 rand that will be added to your increase. That is what a lot of people are fighting for. They fight extremely hard just for that. Now let's go to number 3. Number 3, most millionaires are saying master money management. Master money management. Having a lot of money is one thing, but wealth requires smart money management skills. You need to budget, track every dollar, and prioritize saving and investing over spending to build wealthy. You understand? Okay, let's leave this one. There is this thing that I heard a lot of people believes in, but I don't know who told us that. There's this thing that a lot of people believes in, that if you have money, you are this type of a person that is willing to spend money anyhow. I think This social media is destroying people, and I'll tell you where this thing is coming from. It is coming from these people, most of them who have taken shortcut when it comes to wealth, and most of the people that have taken shortcut when it comes to wealth, you will find that I remember listening to one individual who said that look, he went to Uktwala, and when he came back, he was given instruction that this is how you're going to spend your money. You need girls, you need that. So most people will look at that lifestyle, because those people obviously will appear rich because they have the money, but their souls, they've sold their souls. So they will appear rich, and we then look at those people who know, because if I remember that guy said that they give you time frame that by this time you will be dead. So who wouldn't spend money recklessly knowing that you are dying? And also this you got that money in a bad way, shortcut anyway. So you see, so we look at them, we think all successful people think that way, but it is dangerous to think that way. Hey, Mina guys, I'll tell you a story. Let's jump. Let's jump to point number 2. Point number 2, take calculated risk. You know, this one, I'll tell you something. Self-made millionaires are often risk takers, but their risks are calculated and well researched. They evaluate risk and plan for different scenarios. Taking risk is often necessary when building wealth, but never take on more risk than you can handle. Understand your risk tolerance and operate within those boundaries. Investing money often comes with risk to be prepared. Investing money often comes with risk. So be prepared and understand the risk you are taking on. Let me tell you this. When I started my health store, what I did not calculate at the time was that I was going to run into a problem of marketing. I did not calculate and save money for marketing. Also, I did not have money to pay the staff. I only realized when I got into the business. In other words, I did not do my research. Do you get it? So when I got into the business, now I want to grow the business. There's no money for marketing. And now I need to work hard to get money to pay rent, pay the person who's working there. So I realized, you know what? Here I made a serious mess. This is a mess. Should have at least had money budgeted to pay the rent, probably for 6 months. Money budgeted for marketing, probably for 6 months. Money budgeted for paying the staff, probably for 6 months. You know, at least I should have been 6 months ahead of everything, but no, I wasn't. So, calculated risk. Number one, they say start with the right mindset. Why this is number one? Mindset is everything. When it comes to building your wealth, you need to have the right mindset from the start, as you will need to adapt your behavior, learn new ways, grow despite any challenges you may face. Now, there's something about this. Let me read this last part. Here. When you have a growth mindset, you will see failure as a learning opportunities. You will need to visualize success to help keep you motivated. You will need to say no to excessive spending to stay aligned with your wealth building goal. When your goal is clear and you have a strong why behind your goal, it helps you stay focused on the outcome. This is another interesting point. Do you remember I said that there's a point where we were talking about overspending and the perception and the wrong perception that people have about successful people? This one, it almost correlates with that, in that it says you need to stay focused. I remember watching a podcast interview with DJ Cleo. He says that they got asked by Petrus Mutsipe to say, listen, I'm doing this event. I need artists. Then about DJ Cleo were tasked with the responsibility of getting those artists. So they go collect all the artists, and the artists give them the quotations. They accept the quotations. They present the quotation to Mtsipe, and he asked them this question: did you negotiate? How much was negotiated for from this quotation? Or before getting into this, DJ Cleo says, but we said, but you are Patrice Mtsipe, you can afford this. He says, I am Patrice Mtsipe because I negotiate. He says, okay, it's fine. He took everything that was given. He went to all the artists and negotiated a discount and came back with a discount. A millionaire, billionaire food, not even a millionaire, but negotiates. This idea of excessive spending, you sometimes, if you are a man building wealth, something that I came to realize is this: be careful of who you are marrying. If you are in a journey of wealth building and you are married to a wrong person, I will even advise that you divorce before you start your wealth creation journey if you are a man. And I'll tell you why. Imagine having a woman who believes that her responsibility in your life is to tax you because she's a woman. She believes that when you must work hard, get all the money, and her responsibility is just to spend the money. She contributes nothing in this wealth creation. All she ever lives for is to take as much as she can. She is now having a group of women where they are shopping. They are on a shopping spree. They take a flight just to go shop in Durban because you are a millionaire. You can afford. They will even put pressure. You are a millionaire. You can afford it. You understand? They even, you know what I'm saying? They are angry that you said no on that shopping. They are saying, let's go to Dubai. We want to shop in Dubai. Why? Because I'm a wife of a millionaire. Imagine having a woman who thinks like that. Imagine if you're a woman having a husband who is just doing nothing. Nothing. He's like, no, but you've got money. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being married to that person. Imagine you guys building a wealth, working hard. Let's say, worst case scenario, manje, it's worse. You have a right wife. You have a right husband. You both understand that you need this wealth creation. But then you make this mistake, this great mistake that is often made by most people who are pursuing success. I've seen it in most people who are, and I haven't met one woman who disciplined her child big time because of what I'm about to tell you. You then pursue this wealth. You have your children, but you don't educate and discipline them from an early age. Whenever they ask something given, they get everything because when we grow up, we did not have the luxury of getting everything we want. Hey, you are damaging the child. Despite the fact that you grew up in a situation, in an environment where there was a lack, but it doesn't mean that now there must be too much abundance to your children, because both of these two things are a problem. Whether lack is a problem, we don't want to acknowledge it, but lack is a problem, but also too much of abundance is a problem. Both of these create a problem. We need to understand that we need to strike a balance. You just need to say to your child, sometimes I don't have it. You have $1 million to spend on your family. Maybe it's a budget that you have for the next 6 months. You said, I have this $1 million rent to spend on my family. But when they ask, you just said, I don't have it. Go wash cars and have that, make that money. They learn how to make money. I met a woman who disciplined a child because the child wasn't, the family resided around Malbatin. The child knew that the mother had retired, the mother had everything. Now the mother is retired, has all the money in the house. You know what the mother decided to do? She sold the house. This guy, he doesn't want to work, he doesn't want to do anything. So I'm saying, as much as you are building this wealth, remember, if you are building wealth that you want to pass on to your generation, remember to discipline the generation that you want to give this wealth to. Because if you don't, this wealth, you lose it. This woman sold a house. She sold it, like literally. She sold the house and went to live in a small house because she has tried giving this guy, as a young man, giving this young man all the type of education, all sorts of education that she can give. But this man is not interested in getting a job. She's like, I've shouted and I'm enough. I've tried everything within my power to make sure that this young man get a job. Even if I talk to people about it, and I find him job, he wouldn't pitch up. He will tell me he wants this, he wants to study this, I pay for it, but it doesn't look for a job. So this woman one day gets tired and he said, okay, it's fine. I didn't even tell him that I'm selling the house. And then he says, I sold the house. Once I've signed the offer to purchase, and then I called a meeting, set him down, and I told him, I've sold the house already. You're going to have to find a place to stay. I've given you education. You have to find a place to stay. I remember even when this woman was moving to her new apartment where she was going to live. I know. Why? Because you have accumulated wealth, but you forgot. Most of the mistake that I've seen from parents, they tend to think that when a child is young, nah, man, when you want to discipline the child that is young, man, the child is too young for that. On contrary, Roman Catholic have got a theory or what, that they say, give me your child from 0 to 1 to 2 or 5 or 6. They say that child will be a Roman Catholic for the rest of their life. So they are saying, that we know what to teach a young child at that age, and we know how to put doctrines in that child. By the time we give it back to your child, that child is a Roman Catholic for the rest of their life. Why do you think they prioritize that young age? A child's mind is grabbing everything during that time. So people lose that. They want to start disciplining their child when their child is old. Another last story to close this thing. I remember around Spreadview, I was told about a young man whose parents, the other one was a nurse, the other one was a teacher, if I'm not mistaken. Saved money, worked hard. They didn't enjoy that money. Worked hard. They worked hard for their child. Oh, fine. They die, get buried. Monies are released. Guess what the child does? I was shown they died while building another, extending the house, a very big house. Now imagine a big house. One of the rooms there, they showed us a picture of alcohol. One of the rooms was full of bottles. Like they will drink this expensive alcohol, go drop the bottle there. So when the money was over, now they are showing what this guy used to buy. He used to buy all the expensive alcohol. To some people, let me tell you, if you think alcohol is expensive, if you don't know, let me tell you, there is an alcohol, just a small bottle that is worth 50,000 rand. A small thing that is worth 50,000 rand. I was told of a bottle that is worth, here in South Africa, by the way, there's a bottle that is worth over 100,000 rand. Over 100,000. Just a small bottle. So we're talking of that stuff where people, when they get in, when they have the bottle. I remember seeing a lady that works at the club say that there's a bottle that worth 30,000 to 50,000. She was going to use it as a display because that knows how expensive that alcohol. They know that only the elite buys this type of alcohol. The rest, they are buying the 5,000 bottle. You know what I'm saying? But the elite, they are buying the 50,000 bottle. That 50,000 rand that I'm talking about, the child was spending it on alcohol. It took him less than 6 months to finish that money. It was more than 2-something million that was left for him in cash. They said it took less than 6 months to finish that money. You have gained wealth, you have built wealth, you have done well to build wealth, but you forgot to train and discipline the people who are to inherit that wealth. Guess what? You have worked for nothing. You have deprived yourself money for nothing. That's the problem. That's something that I wanted to remind you of, to say, please, as much as we are busy talking about this, as much as we are talking about wealth creation, it's nice, it's a good concept. But don't forget to train the people who are to inherit your wealth. Make them understand trust. Make them understand legal options. Make them understand a lot of things. Put discipline in themselves. That would be nice. Another thing that would be nice is that I need to leave. We will meet on the next episode. But until such a time, please take care.